is a man. I know who I am. I'm working in power. I work in miracles. I live a life of favor. For I know who I am. I'm working in power. I work in miracles. I live a life of favor. For I know who I am.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Oh, good afternoon, actually. We're still, yes, 10 to 6, so it's still afternoon, late afternoon. Welcome to the CHIT show. Very, very sorry for the late start tonight. And today's program, we're going to focus on the Baluba tribe from the Congo, the Republic Democratic of Congo. And we're going to talk about how the dowry works, how getting married, everything that gets involved in dowry and getting married in the Baluba tribe. I've got my guest here, Mama Prudence. Good evening.
Good evening.
And she is from a Baluba tribe.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to let her introduce herself. Please tell us what you do for a living, and then we can get started. Introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Lisa. I'm so glad that you did give me this honor to come here and to do this program in English, which is quite a tricky.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
It's quite a tricky because there's so many things. So you have to speak them as they are in our language, but I'm going to try. Anyway, my name is Mama Prudence. I'm married and I'm a mother. I'm a beautician from the beginning, and I'm also child care. I'm qualified child care, and at the same time, I'm working with Warm Heart UK for now as coordinator for over 50, especially in the project of women. So I know that is, and I'm Baluba.
Yes. So you are originally, you are from the Congo, Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo, and you're from the Luba tribe.
Yes.
So we're going to start, before we get into the marriage thing, can you please tell us a bit about the origin or the history of the Baluba people?
Okay. Yes. The history is quite tricky because everywhere you always go, you find that the history is being told a different way, and most of the time there's a change of the story. Since you're not being the witness of the story, so you just pick up from what you have heard, and what you have read, and what your grandparents have told you. According to my father, when I used to speak to my father told me that we are all coming from Ilungambidi. Ilungambidi is he used to be the king. He was not inside of Kasai, but he was the man who was very strong. He was king. He used to be in the west of Bukavu, I think, Nakasongo, and all that one. We are all coming from one person, and until he did have his two sons. The story is quite long. And until the son they fell out, there's always usual family fight. One wanted to be a king, and because he was the youngest one, and the father, when he died, he did want first the big one, but because the big one, he did not respect some of the things in the family, which he's supposed not to do. According to Luba people, he went to involve to his father's marriage, and the father was not happy. He did change his mind that the younger one is the one who's going to take the power. But because he was the elder one, in African culture, you find that it's difficult to see that the big brother is there and there's the younger brother. Even in a normal culture, you don't see that the younger one is there and becoming a king or prince, and the big brother, he does have. And also that the big brother resigned from the position, said that I leave this one for the young one. But in this context, that the big one did not resign, and the counseling of the elderly, they decided to do some trick and things like that. And the first brother, he turned out to be the king, and the younger one was disappointed. He went, apparently he went following his pet. The pet, they say, is a dog, but other people, they say that he was not have a dog. He have a lion like a pet because it was the proper lion. So it's quite a long story. But anyway, so and until we come out. So when you look at Luba in a general, we are many. You find a Luba in a west of Africa, in a west of Congo is Goma. You find like Lelega, all of those people we have, and you find Luba in a Tanganyika, Luba Lolo, Luba, they are in Kasai, and the Luba. So we are many.
All these, they're still only
Yes.
in Congo.
Yeah, they're still in the Congo, but some Luba, because some people, they just went out. You find some people, they're in Zambia, and some Luba as well, you find them, they're in Tanzania as well. So you find that they are, it depends of how they spread. Yeah, because he did have many sons, so yeah.
Okay, so they spread around.
Yeah.
Okay, that's I've already answered one of my other questions. So apart from Chiluba, is there any other language that the Luba people speak?
Yes, sure. Chiluba is quite many language, because when you see Luba, you'll find that under the Luba we have so much tribe. We have a Baketa, we have a Bakuba, we have a Bashilele, we have all that one. We have a Chiluba as main language, but you find as well, they have also their small dialect. They have a small dialect. You find like a Basonge, you find like a Tetela. So you find all those people, they have their own small dialect, but in the main one is Chiluba, where the way people say that the Luba is not Luba, is Chiluba. Yeah, and the Chiluba, they do write them with a C, Chiluba. Okay. But the way we pronounce it Chiluba.
All right, I always thought it was either CH or X.
Yes.
So, but it's just C.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chiluba. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So, you already told me if there's any other denominations of the Luba people in other countries in Africa. So
yes. You find like a people like in South Africa, you find like a Zulu people, because we know each other by the certain things, and because there's some similarity of the vocabulary, which you find there in South Africa, you find it in Malawi, you find it in Zambia. In Zambia, completely is the same language. You find it the same name. You find that they have a president who used to be there, is a President Chiluba, and you find that there's the tribe there. You find a few of the Luba people that they are in Angola as well. Yes, you find some of them they are in Angola. Like you go to South Africa, when we speak in our language, Munzubu is the house, and you find that the South African, when they speak also Inzubu, and you find like a Nyama, you find that they speak also Inyama. You find like we say Lala Hansh, like we say in our language, like lay it down, and then you find that the South African, they say Lala Hands. So you find it like, so we have the same we have the same things, which is completely similarity. And when it's coming about they call it totem. Totem is like a symbol of power. Symbol of I know that most of in Africa is a leopard skin, but you find like in the Luba country we have that is our symbol of power. And you find the symbol of power for people who see the South Africa how they dress when they go to their celebration and the manifestation is that they dress in a leopard skin, like that one I did wear it. Right. Yes, that one I did wear it to represent it. Okay. And you find also they speak a lot of things centering around the Lion King, so which as well the Luba people they always glorify lion. Tambowa Yuda, and Tambowa Yuda is the Lion of Judah. So you find as well that in South Africa, when it's coming about Malawi, you find that there's a certain tribe. Even in Zimbabwe, you find a certain tribe, like we call in Shima, which is Fufu. Yeah. You find in Zambia, they say Nsima. The way we write Nsima, as we say Shima, and then you find as well in Malawi, in Zimbabwe as well. some of they call it shima and some of they call it sasa. So there's so much similarity in a.
So you believe these are just people of Luba tribe that probably
Yes,
spread out
yes,
and-
because the men did have quite so many sons, and when always like you have so many sons, end of the days when is only one seat of power, and you have like I can say it's like a kingdom of lion. Kingdom of lion is
Yeah,
only one
one-
lion have
yes.
to stay to rule.
Yeah,
So
and the
many
pride.
lion. Oh, the one who's going to stay, he have to kick out everybody. There is no way, and at that time. It was difficult to find like men because they were born to be trained like heroes, like to do things like hunting. They've been so full of confidence. You understand? So it was very difficult to find them. They have to accept to be under leadership of their brothers because they believe that me too, I can be a king. I'm a born male. What is making a difference just because he come out maybe a couple of months or years than me. And you find that there's very, very, very small juice pit which was going, and you find that one is losing his temper, or the other one says something to his mother because they did not have one wife to have all those children. They have many wives. So you find that maybe one wanted to say something to the mother of another one, and that one say, you didn't respect my mother, and that the feud start, and people. So the people are just discussing like that, but the few who stay together is the one who come to the Tanganyika and the fall, and till some of them they stay in a Katanga, and some continue till they enter. So people who believe that Luba Shankadi and other one, we are the same people. We are the same people with the people who stay in a Lubumbashi. So we are all the same people, same blood, the same grandfather, same king, and just here.
Wow.
So if it's anything, I don't have really information, and that one, if we do another one, I will bring it to you, because when I was trying to go through to read, I've got my book here, and I was like, oh, they are too much. So I just pick up what is important to me.
Can you put the book up and just show it to the camera? Who's it written by?
The book has been written by the priest, which is called Abempoyi Mwatandanvita.
It's a very
It's a very Chuluba. It's very Chuluba, which this the book title is mean Luendu Lwa Baluba. Luendu Lwa Baluba is walking off Luba, how the Luba have a progress, where they start and how they have started to progress, who went this way, who went this way. So everything is inside. They try to bring all the information, and there's a lot of information, how they used to live, how they used to use their things, the Stone Age, all that things. So they including their mask, everything, how they progress with the white people coming and the things like that. So yeah.
Oh, wow. So in what language is that book written in?
This book, Luendu Lwa Baluba, is been written in a Chuluba, completely Chuluba. Because you have to.
So I can't get it.
No, you cannot. And also that if even me, I'm speaking Chuluba, but really because it's not like a Chuluba when somebody is saying, oh, Narobaga Chuluba. No. It's the deepest one, the proper one with nothing being diluted with any other French or any other language. So.
Like I always say, I speak Lingala, but I don't speak the proper Lingala. I know my because it's mixed up.
Yes, I know. All of us, we have sometimes not been able to speak because we have influence of different language. We have now English, we have a Lingala, we have a Kikongo, we have all kind of things, and we have now started to mix and the English and the French. So most of that we don't speak from the beginning, all the vocabulary from the beginning to the end with.
But is there like did you study? Is there a way like how you say you study the language? Can you study the language that way where you can actually write and is there that possibility? Maybe not here, but obviously in Congo. Is there a part of Congo where you have to really study the language?
Yes, if anything is like we came here, I can give example that when I moved in South Africa and as I always tell people, that is completely surprised that I never done any English course, because I live in Congo, I was completely French speaking, and I end up in South Africa. I was forced to learn. It was no way I can go to the crash course to learn English, but I was forced to learn English, because what I find myself that I get a job, and that job, definitely I have to speak in English. And that job was hairdressing. And the hairdressing, most of people was there, was English people who was coming to that salon. So I have to learn. What happened, I used to use the French dictionary and English. Anytime they say to me something, I go quickly and I check. So in 2 months, I was able to try to speak proper. Even it was very hard because it was very frustrated, but thank God that I've been able to speak English and write English without of doing the course. So it depends of the person ability, because some people, they are easy to pick up the things, and some people, they're taking long time. You see, you can live in a certain environment for 20 years, but you are not able to speak their language. And you have somebody who's just coming for less than 6 months and is able. But if you wanted to learn, there's some information is in the website now, because everything is in website. They cannot be 100%, but if you go to Congo, you can still have it, and you can have the book in that language, which you can read sometimes, and maybe. But if you wanted to get in the course, that's definitely that you can adjust. There's some way you can learn. Yes.
Very good. It would be nice if we could really go to school and learn our maternal languages.
We need
say
sometimes,
that.
yes. It's very important, especially for our children here. I know that for some of us, that the parents are passed away, and things like that. But for those, they still have their parents and some relative. I think it's always important that we should show our children, even the little one, because I was so shocked that that I went to America. I find my brother, he's speaking to his children in a Chiluba. And when I get inside, they call me Tatumuka Jueto. So I was so shocked that those ones, they are just under 60. So he's pushing his kids to teach them to speak Chiluba. So you find even another communities where you find that they teach their children to speak a dialect, which is very important. Absolutely. Us, as a Congolese community, we have lost that ability, and we have really being step outside. But when you see, like in a Ghanaian community and other community, you see that they are really pushing their kids, and they speak their
understand the language. Yes, it's true. So what are the popular food of the Baluba people, of the Luba people?
Yes.
The most popular food.
The most popular food is fufu, shima.
Okay.
Shima bija. So that one is what we eat most. You find Luba people, they will eat morning, they will eat day, they will eat evening. Fufu. And most of the things, we are not type of people who eat a lot of meat in a general. Okay. We are so much into veg than having things like meat. Because when you find, I can say, when I used to live there, how we used to live, you find that we have like things like a fish, because of easy way of like a Tanganyika, and people going there is a lot of fish in the Congo. So people bring a lot of fish like Ndakala, the small dry one. You know them? Yeah, you know them. That is becoming international. And they bring that fish, and you find that there's a there's a dry fish like bitoyo, and the other one. But most we eat veg with things like where people are calling caterpillar. Binzo, we eat binzo, we eat mankenena, they call it the ant. We eat things like makubukubu is the what is a pose is a pose, but there's two of them coming. There's other one, there's impose. I think imposa is another one. There's makubukubu, which we eat. We eat nswa. Nswa is the type of also the ant, but in a different. They are full of a protein. Okay. Yeah, we are much more eating beans. things like beans. We eat a lot of beans, but we don't eat the big beans. We eat the high peas. You know the small peas.
Small
Yeah,
one,
yeah, that one they are full of, because anything Luba people eat, they don't eat just because of the taste. They eating because of the health.
Okay.
Because of the health. Anything they will give you, they will tell you, oh, eat this is good in iron. Oh, eat this one is good in this. So they know all the things they feed. And we eat a lot of those high peas, and we have also the same high peas, but they are white. We call them the peas of I forget the place always. I forgot. Is in the same in our area, but those they are white. We eat them. They don't take long time, and yeah, things like a sweet potato is what we eat. Yam, cassava, and our cassava is not so sweet like other cassava. Our cassava, you need to be careful, because it's not the type of cassava you're taking, you boil, and straight away you eat them, because it's full of the poison inside. It's full of iod. Iod is very bitter. Okay. It's very bitter. So our cassava, when you boil it, you need to leave in the water, rest in the water at least for 2 days, not just in the same water, but you need to drain, the water, and cool the water at evening, drain the water, and until that taste of bitter come out, and so you can eat. So when you go to Luba people, don't do like in other parts, you find a cassava, and after they told you, if you see cassava is yellow, that's fine, because we have a very yellow cassava there, and we have a white cassava, but the yellow cassava one is quite rare, because it's been imported from somewhere, I don't know. But we have the white one. So the white one, when you boil them, don't eat it straight away.
I've never seen the white cassava.
No, the cassava, not cassava leaves. So the cassava
itself.
Yeah, the cassava itself. That is cassava leaf, but the cassava itself, yeah. Sweet potato, yam, those things. It depends of the period of harvest. If it's this period, that is a lot of sweet potato. Most of people have a tendency to eat sweet potato. Cocoyam, you know cocoyam?
No, but
you know cocoyam?
I think
they have those one with big leaves. It's always growing anyhow. So we eat a lot of cocoyam as well. They are white, and we eat. They are cheapest ones. So yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So now we're gonna get into the whole marriage thing.
Yes.
Okay, this is why we're here. So
all right. I hope I will be able to answer the question.
We found out a bit about the Luba people, so now we're going to get into marriage. So traditionally, what's the age that people get married in the traditional, not now, but traditional back in the days? What was the normal age for young girls and boys to? Well, no, hopefully not.
All right. Okay. According to the story, 20 years for the boy. 20 years for the boy. That is the right age. Why? Because you see, there's a period which they're training they train, because that time they was not going to school. Okay, like this school, but they have their own school, because they live in a hunting, they live in a farm, they live in a
preparing you for life.
Yes. So you are born boy, you're already in a training to be a man. So when you reach the age of 20, you are ready to go to get married. Your parents will tell you that you are now 20 years old, so you needed to think how to settle and to start your own life. When it's coming about the girls, I do believe that I heard many stories, but 15 years, 16, already 15, 16, there was already age of get married. I know some people, they say, oh, in a Baluba, they get married to the kids, they are so young, they are like 13 years. Really, I did live there. I did not see such kind of things happen. I know that I heard that one story that when they used to be in an orphan, parents died, there's no one to take out the children. They go to put them in a Catholic orphanage, and the sister, because they are many, so they want to give them quickly at age once she have her period or she don't have her period, just as she start to develop a little bit of breast and things like that, because
so
they wanted to clear the
kind
place
of,
so another people can come, so they can propose somebody. But if you propose somebody, he will take the woman, he will give her maybe to his brother's house, his parents' house, or somewhere. They should keep her until she reaches to the age of the maturity. But really, I never see that one, because the people, they say the story which is not real. Because they are type of people, when marriage is one of the things, they want it. In a Luba culture, we are holding very much to the marriage. So when it's time to get married, you'll get married, but they're not going to give you prematurely, because at that time, most of girls, they wanted to go to school anyway. So again, they used to learn from their mom, cooking, cleaning, just being a good woman, a good wife. So from the age already of 12, already when you are small, you are just a 10 like, hey, everything that you do, it's how you're going to do in your house. It's when you're going to get married. So they speak to you about the marriage. So it's been like a training already about marriage when you are in the early age. So 15 already, they're going to take you 16, you can go. 18, 17, go.
Yeah, fair enough. You know, the thing about the age is, you know, if they say when maybe, you know, having young children being pushed into marriage and stuff, but that happened all over the world and probably still have. But even here in Europe, you know, if you look at history, even some kings and queens were married at a very, very young age. So, you know, it's not fair that we only condemn one
yes, because you know, at the
everywhere.
end, at the end, like in a old generation, there's been a development of a lot of things. You understand? So that's the time, like when I look at the story of, when I read the story of English people, you are young, they teach you how to do the baking. So everything is to learn how you do the baking, how you do the cooking. So your mother is going to train you all those processes in the idea of having a good husband. So anytime there's a party, the mother will organizing the party, they will bring their girls so they can see their girls so they can get married. So it was a part of their training. We can say that, they did not let them to go to school, because at that time there wasn't not a school. And the people who used to go to school, sometimes they look at the girls like, she's going to school, this one, she's stubborn. So
I think it's something that some people still say, but that was according to university. They don't like women who apparently go to university.
Well, I don't know.
I've been told this by man before, African man. They say you women who study went to university are very stubborn, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know what to say, because and most of the things in African culture in general, not just in the Luba culture, in the African culture, even here in Europe, it's just because the people, they don't know another side of the reality of people. You know, you can speak about yourself, but you don't know about another people. So most of when they say men, he's been as a leader, so no equality of intelligence with woman. So she had to be intelligent, but in her area of being a woman, not to be in a man's things. You understand? So now with learning, mind now is open. So you think you can start to challenge, to discuss. No, darling, that is not how it's supposed to be. So you see that generation is looking and say, hey, so I said something.
And she challenged me.
She said that it's supposed not to be. And even the way she's talking to me, she will bring me with the proof. It's meaning like she's even give me the lesson, the moral lesson here. So she's been teaching me like a small child. So you see that ego of pride of being a man. So it was, but I think the generation as well is try to progress, because the world, the things, the society as well is developed as well. Yeah,
absolutely. So when your parents, so you say, you know, when boys get to the age of 20 and the parents say, right now we're going to find you, you know, it's time for you to start your own family, get married and stuff. So what are the procedures? Was there a point where there was ever like arranged marriage, or was it always like the boy was able to go and say, you know, I like this girl? How did it work? How do you begin the process of marriage and dowry?
Normal, Boys, when they tell you about that age, they will tell you that you are now in the age of getting married. You need to find your own fiancé. You can start to look around and see somebody where you can love and take as your wife. And what's happening, usually the boys have to go to the next village, because you see, in a Luba tribe, so many people, when we are not allowed to get married in the same village, because we all come from the one related. So it's better for you to go to the next village, because you don't have a relation of blood. So the boy, what he's going to do, is going to go to the next village. But when he go to the next village, most of the best place to go to see the girls, it was the market. Because you see, the girls, the mother, they send them the market. And if you see the story when the mother wants to send you to market, they say, oh, go, you have to make yourself clean. It's how you go to the market. So the market, it was not like we going, putting the jaw, and we just like, no, that is the market you go, you have expectation to meet somebody there.
All right.
So you have expectation that I'm going to meet someone there. And then you go to the marketplace, and the boy, when he's going, he may take one of his friends to go with him. And if he see girls, which he like it, yeah, he's going, of course, to approach the girl and to try to talk to girls. But most of the time, when you are in the village, they will try to find out who's belong to that girl. Probably they will tell her it's belong to this family and things like that. And he will approach the girl. When he approach the girl, he will say what he wants, because it was not like, I like you for this. It was a straightforward, I want to get married to you.
Wow. That's it's a bit scary. I mean, it made sense in the past, but now if someone came to me, approached me first and said, I want to get, I'll run for
Yes. There it was not like, oh, I like you, no dating. No dating time. It was business of marriage. I approach you, I want to get married to you. If the girl agree that he want to get married, so he's going to speak to his own parents, and the parents will ask her if they can meet the boy. And the boy will come. That is the first step. The boy will come, they will question him, his name, his tribe, his village, and his tribe. They always ask a question. There's mean like 4 questions they will ask you. Your name, the name of your parents, your village, and then your tribe.
Right. So why those questions? Why those specific questions? Can you explain why these questions?
Because, you know, in a Luba, sometimes there used to be some tribes where they can be like, they're not going to wish that their daughter go into that tribe. For whatever the reason, probably they're troublemaker.
So according to the
yeah. Okay. So maybe they have a bad reputation.
All right. Okay.
So if you explain to them, and they will tell you, okay, there is no problem. We wanted to meet your parents. So it was like that, and the boy will report to his parents, and the mother never go. Mother in a Luba place, we don't go to get married. We don't go. The father will go. The father will go with his son, and they go to see the woman's parents. And most of the time is something which is being done. They call them chiviele. They introduce themselves. I'm the father of the boy, and I'm the father of the girl. And all those business is being dealt just among the men, not with the women around.
Okay, so what is it called, that particular process? Is there a name for it?
They just say kumanyangan.
Okay.
Kumanyangan, just to know each other.
Okay.
You understand?
Like
yeah.
Okay.
So, because when the marriage will progress, you're not going to see the father inside of that process. You'll see the uncle, the friend, and the other people, but not the parents. Right.
So this is like a beginning of a dowry thing. Okay. So this is how the dowry starts. So.
That dowry does not yet been decided.
That's not, but it's,
that dowry is not yet been decided. I have a right here. Yes, if they find that they know each other and that they agree, they make their meeting, everything is okay. So they can now, the parents of the boy is going again in the village to start to get extra information about the girl. If she's a good girl, because that one you should not have a sharp mouth in your area. There's been some girl, they fight, they go to river, they go to fight, they go to market, they fight, they go to farm, they fight.
A bit feisty, so they didn't like feisty women.
No. So they will find out if she's a good girl, and the people in the area, they can meet one person, and that person will tell, okay, she's a good girl, and the things like that. And then they will go, now they will send the boy with the goat. With the goat, and that was like engagement.
So together, this is like, okay, this is getting serious.
Yes.
So one goat, how many was there?
No, first the father will give you just one goat. Yeah?
This is the father of the boy. Will give the girl's father.
Yes, will give the boy who will bring the goat to the father.
Okay.
And just to introduce himself that now the things is getting to the first step now. And the parents will take the goat. Now they will agree to take the girl to the boy's family. That is the second step for the, and then you go, maybe if your parents, they send you for 2 weeks. And the family of the boy, they will ask for 2 weeks. And then you'll stay there for 1 month. 1 month now to know the family, to know the boy's family, and to see if he's fine, if he's a good family, if everything is fine. You understand?
Okay, so in this part, the family has to make sure they treat this young girl
very well. But they don't treat you, girl, you need to prove that you are the best wife.
Okay, so I have to go in there and I need to show them I can cook.
I can go to farm. I don't sleep until 7 o'clock. I wake up 5:30. I sweep the floor. I wake up, I go to the river. I can carry water. I can evening. So it's you, girl, who try to prove yourself, because you have to win. It's not about them, because you might find a very naughty brother-in-law. Suppose if he's a firstborn, and then you find a very naughty brother-in-law, you find a very naughty sister-in-law. So every of you thinks you need to keep your mouth just
if you want this marriage.
If you want that marriage. And at the end, the father of the boy will ask you, if he will ask his son if he loved the woman.
Okay. So this is like a quick dating period, so you experiment everything.
So that one is experimentation time, like a training period to see yourself if you are appropriate to get married, to be involved in their family. You can be part of their family, and they will send you back. When they will send you back, they will send you with the chicken.
So just to make it clear, there was no intimacy in this.
No.
In this, the girl and the boy do not get intimate.
Yes,
okay?
According to what I heard, they said. But when I used to be there, I know that there was not intimacy, because I know that many people, they get into trouble because they send the girl, and your mother-in-law supposed to watch after you.
After the girl.
And the man went to touch you, and when she come back, she's not virgin anymore. And the things that happened before the procedure of everything. And you find out that the girl's parents are not very pleased. They will say, for example, you are careless, you did not look well after the girl. But somebody tell me that things was happening, but I don't believe it, because when I see, there was not yet dowry being given. It was engagement step. And then you go to see if everything is fine, because we never know, even the girl cannot go there and say, parents, that family I can't stand. I'm not going to go back. Because it did happen.
Yeah.
Because I saw in my eyes the girl go and I come back very frustrated. Find a very mean people. And sometimes she's been touched, she do something. Maybe she's been beaten by the boy for whatever the reason. And then she come very frustrated. She says she don't want to go anymore. You may see the parents, they try to beg her because of the honor. Oh, please, he was already here. People know already, you already been there. And then you find that really the girl say that I don't want to go. So it's just the time of to know each other, the family, that because after that, because you are not supposed to return there. You are supposed, when you come out from that, after that experience, when every day will be done, you'll go straight to your house.
Okay.
So if you stay there, and if you have another question.
So, okay, so after the girl has been to the house and she's gone back to her parents and said, okay, I'm happy to move this forward. What's the next step after that?
The next step now, the parents will ask for the dowry to the boy.
Okay, and how do they do that?
The dowry, when you come back, they will tell you bring it because you have to bring back the girl, and you have confirmed to your parents that this is the woman I want to stick. She can be fine, she cannot be fine, but I want to get married to her. And then you're going to bring the girl back to the parents because they give to you, and the parents will say, "Are you people? You are satisfied? Everything okay? This is dowry." The dowry in a Luba culture, it was a thing which is been known already. Luba culture, anywhere we are, we used to know our dowry. It was not something like it's a surprise that you go to the family and they charge you something which is extra. In a long time, we used to get married to big bracelets. They call them chikanu chachombo. Chikanu chachombo used to be big bracelets of gold. So he used to be, I don't know how much colors was inside, but they used just to make that. They used to ask a hunting gun.
And the bracelet, who was it for?
For the father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was for the mom, but okay.
No, the bracelets used to be for the father.
For the father of the girl, of the
for
bride.
For the girl, yeah.
Okay.
And the gun for the hunting, you know, hunting was one of their main, their skill, way of winning their bread. The gun for hunting, they used to ask palm oil, palm wine. Yes, they used to ask as well. I just write here, and they used to ask 30 goats. Yes.
So how cheap or expensive are these goats? Because 30 is quite a lot.
Yes, I want to explain to you.
Okay.
Those goats, they never all been given.
I'm not surprised. So no one has ever actually
They will give, but they're not going to give all of them.
I'm not surprised.
The first thing so you need to know that back home, people are not poor as they describe it.
Okay.
People are not.
But still 30 goats, it's a lot.
Listen to me. I'm telling you that they will ask 30 goats, and every goat they will ask Mbujuwabakishi. Mbujuwabakishi is the goat where they say that we give to the dead people.
Right.
Yeah. And they ask Mbujuwamam for the mother, and the goat for the father as well. And there will be another goat of virginity, but that will be given later.
Okay, why do they need this goat of virginity? What's the story behind
Okay,
that?
I'm coming first to finish for the goat.
Okay.
So they will ask you that bracelet, they will ask you a chasing gun, they will ask you the palma wine, and they will ask you 30 goats, which you are not going to give all of them because you know that people used to have their own farm. That one I say that the people was not poor back in the village.
Yeah.
They describe as village people as poor, but they never been poor. They have what they have. And every time when they have boys or girls, they already start to prepare themselves that I've got boys, he might get married. You understand?
So I need to start
Yes.
saving up. So it was
Yeah.
our way of saving up.
They exactly when they say that black people, they don't know how to save, that is a lie. We know how to save. And that it was one way of preparing ourselves. You understand? So when you go back to why you have the ask you, the priority one was a chicken chachombu, and those goat for the father, goat for the mother, and the goat of the bakish where they calling for the spirit, and another goat they used to call I don't know for what, and you bring. When you bring, they will tell you that kubukunkujala. They tell you that kubukunkujala is mean. In the law, is like a bin. In the bin, you throw it away everything. It's not going to stop.
Okay.
It means like if I've got something today, you'll help me. So this goat is not going to make the value of my daughter. It's not the value of the marriage.
Yeah.
So there will be lots I'm still going to get from you.
Yeah.
So you'll give what you got, and after that,
carry on. It's just never gonna end.
and after that, when they finish the what if money business he used not to exist. Money come with white people.
Okay.
Money come with transformation with white people, with the clothes, with the shoes, with the things. But money before in a Luba tribe was not existing. The uncle from the mother's side, they never ask anything because the child, in our culture, the child go to the father. We don't have anything to do with the uncle. So anything that they will give for the mother is this is goat. The first goat, that this is the goat for the mother, for having the child, to bring the child. And when now the child is going to go to his house and he meet his husband and they find out that she's virgin and they confirm that is the first man in his life, is going to pay back the virginity.
Okay, with
the virginity goat is not being paid in the beginning, most of the time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that comes after the marriage, I think.
That come after. And when you go there, they confirm that he's a virgin. Now they can give back the virginity. And at that time also, they use also to ask us as well, like oil, cooking oil, red palm oil. They used to ask as well salt. And in a time, because there was not, they used to have like their own plate, like a casserole, which is like a krish. I don't know how you call, like vases, where they cook on it. They call mulond.
Okay,
Yeah.
like the vase.
Yes.
Okay.
Those type of things they use as well to ask as well as dowry. As the time of progress, people now start to come with the money issues. With white people, is developed now with the money. They start to ask like money, like a clothes for mom, clothes for dad. You dress mom from the head till to the toe. You clothe the father from the head till to the toe. You give him his gun, and the plus of that, you give some money. But money in our tradition is not really very important because you can get married in the time. Because I remember my husband get married to me with $100. So they don't ask money because they say that we don't sell our daughter.
Absolutely.
We don't sell it.
Yeah.
And if you ask a lot of money, in the case she go there and the husband, if he's bad person, he might start to treating her that I have paid a lot of money. So they say that our daughter is not a slave. We are not selling her.
I like that. And I've always said that this side of the dowry really needs to be imposed in the culture now, because I think it seemed to have gone away. Because for so many years I've been hearing horrible stories of women being married and then being abused, and then you can't really leave because, you know, the thing of, oh, I paid a lot of money to your family, so you have to do this, or you have to deal with me and stuff. So this really needs to be enforced in the tradition. That's really great.
And at the time of the dowry, when they will come, they're not going to come many again. We are not having like this type of marriage, many people coming. It may be probably 3 people only. 3 people coming, 3 people probably from the dad's side, probably with few cousins, maybe 2 to 3. They are there just to help to cook, to support their cousin sister through to that period of the emotion. And they never been like a kinzonzi of discussing, because we don't discuss about, we know already what we're asking in a Luba tribe. And there is a universal, you cannot go to Occidental, you cannot go to Kasai Central. We both have the same principle. Anytime you go to marry, in your head, you know already that I'm married and this is what they're asking. So,
that's brilliant.
But the Kinzonzi used always to be there, because it's like Kinzonzi now, they call it Kikongo, but in a Chiluba we call it Chibanji. Chibanji is like a bride, groom, those boys.
Bridegroom, like,
yes, yes. It's like witness.
Yeah.
It's like witness, but you'll find that the Chibanji, if it's anything in the problem at the marriage, the first person, the parents, the girls, they wanted to direct it, they will direct it to the Chibanji.
Okay.
If
so
they are
this
not,
is a bit more involved. It's not just.
It's a big responsibility.
So this carries on throughout the marriage.
If you are Chibanji in a Luba's marriage, you are really involved in the family. If it's anything, because the Chibanji is the one who's witness everything and is the one who confirmed that my friend is a good person, you accept to come with him to our family, to introduce, to support him. That means you know that your friend is a good person. You can look well after our girl. And if it's any problem, the Chibanji, they look for Chibanji. If your wife, she's not happy, you will call the Chibanji to explain, look, your friend is doing this. And the Chibanji will call and tell you the way you're behaving. So the Chibanji in the Luba tribe, they play huge role, huge role.
Very good. Very But who tends to be the chibanji?
Chibanji most of is a friend.
Just a friend, like
Is
a
a
family.
friend,
Okay.
yeah, is a friend, is a friend of the boy. They may grow up in that village, and most of the time they have like someone they used to go the hunt with together. They are close. You know, you can have your friend, which is your best mate, and your best mate he know you very well, and there's that one is going to support you during this period. And if is anything go wrong, is the first responsible. And sometimes it happens that even the man is not around. He went to work, and the Chibanji he can take a start to support the family because he's becoming a part of his responsibility as well.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Mhm.
So from there, how this goes after once they've
Yes,
they've done
after when it's finished, they will tell you that okay, you have a give everything. You're going to leave the wife. We're going to prepare the wife. The wife will follow you later. So when the wife will follow you later, they will buy everything that they need for the wife to go to settle because now they suppose that the first step when she went to Kujumona Jahanbel, went to his mother-in-law. They have a leave already for 1 week. Everything is settled. Now it's time for her to go now to live with her husband. You stay behind. They give you the last advice. They prepare you food like the beginning, like the beginning of everything of the woman wants. Food, the fufu, flour, wood, cooking oil, salt. If your parents, they can find those plates, they can prepare like a lot of fufu. You can see, because that one I did witness and I see like they always go at evening, not during the day. Because all this ceremony in the Luba people is being done every time at evening. You never see anything is being done during the day.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know. I don't have any explanation about that because most of the things they always say, Jiba Munda Munya, the planet, why are you doing this is too displaying.
Okay.
So they wanted to be
Just being private.
try to do so. At evening, like it's 4:30, now you start to see queue at least of 20 people. Like 5 carrying the fufu, another one they carrying the wood, another one they carrying the oil, another one they carrying the corn meals, other one. So you see the queue and the woman with his bag, they start now to go to drop her to the husband.
Okay.
They all the cooking wooden where you have to mix up. If the mother have a little bit of opportunity money, he can buy you the pot, the plate, and everything. They go to prepare you to go to your house.
So did you have all this on your wedding?
No, I did not have that one in my wedding because I get married in a Kinshasa. In a Kinshasa, things are changed now.
Okay.
And I have to move straight away to go to South Africa. So the things are completely different in our generation because I get married with dowry money. So everything was in the value of the money, which again, we don't ask a lot of money because the money was very little. And just to dress my father and my mother, that was what they have asked. They did not ask anything else. Yeah.
Okay. So once they've moved all the things and the girl is gone, is that it?
Yes, when you go there, you find now is when your family law, you find them, your husband and your sister-in-law, like the other brother's wife. They're waiting for you. They're going to welcome you. You put everything, and they make you, they prepare you the chicken. They will give you the chicken. And this is one of the things. They will give you the chicken that's to welcoming you. Especially that chicken. You're the one who's going to kill that chicken. You're going to cook that chicken on your own, and then you're going to eat just that chicken on your own.
Oh.
That chicken is not being shared with anybody.
Okay.
So, but for the remainder of the guests, they will cook for them as well. They will cook for them, and everything that they will cook. If you go to the wife, everything that they cook to you, the leftover is not staying there. You're sending back to the man is taking his food. And the same as well with the woman. If you go there, everything that they cook for you, the time you go in, they put sometimes, I saw people come with smoked meat, dry meat, because when they went, everything that they cook for them, they dry them. Because they did not have freeze and everything. They dry. When is your time to return it to your family? Because some neighbor might come and give you the chicken. Neighbor can come and give you chicken, sorry. Uncle can come and give you the chicken, auntie. So all that one, when if they kill them, or sometimes they bring back alive. But if it's been cooked and it's not, you find that they dry them and then they put you back and then you bring back to your family. Okay. So the same as well, if your family come, they will cook for them, and then once they cook for them, the leftover, pack everything. It's not like here we share the takeaway. One family take half and that. Everything for law is going back. And the wife, she stay, if she have like the sister during that period, they might ask her sister from the beginning to go to stay with her, just to support her, because she's also young. She may be like it's a new place. You understand? Like a feeling lonely. It was anxiety. It was anxiety. Because some of them, you see them, they cry. Because just that one, because I remember me too, I panic. Because everything, even I know things about that I'm going to marriage. And when just the day they come to pick me up, I was so frustrated inside of me.
It's understandable. It's not a small thing.
So I was
like, this is real. It's not powerful, but the reality sinks in.
So you stay there to your husband, and if you is in the village, they cannot return the same day. They will accommodating them, and then the next day, if you are virgin, they pick up their things and they give. If they are not there, they'll still go in to send. The mother will request, he say, you take my daughter, what happened? She's virgin or she's not. And that things of virginity, you are not supposed to lie. Because some of them, they've been so silly. They make a deal because he loves his wife and his son, because we see wrong things happen. Because you realize that they did deceive the parents by sending the goat when the girl was not virgin, because they make agreement that, oh no, because of the moral, the reputation of my parents, please, can you cover me up? And then they send the goat, and then you find that a lot of trouble happen, or sickness or other issues start to happen, miscarriage, all kind of things. And then when they ask you, find, oh no, I did cover up the virginity for my wife. Why did you cover up? Because that is deceiving people.
So no lies should be told.
No, you don't say lies. If she's not, you just say that she's not. As long as you love your wife, if you want to stay with her, you just stay with her. Some people might find that she was not, or the girl, she may lie from the beginning that I'm a virgin. And when the husband meets her, she's not anymore. She's not what she said. And sometimes they let her pack her stuff back. You see that she stayed there a few weeks. They come to bring you back your daughter, because that was one of the culture with the hold for the girl. The honor of the mother, for your mother to be proud in your community, that you walk with your head high. That's really. And your sister will come to start to ask you, because that you have to share with your sister.
Oh dear.
Yes, your sister will come, because when we get married, our parents, mothers, they don't ask much. They never ask, because the standard things as there. You know that you need to give this to the mother-in-law. So that was what the auntie have to share with their sister. So they will come to stand up. So if you start to twist up the language, and it's bad reputation within the family, and the next time when they see you, you are so disgraced as girl. Why did you done this? We've been expecting, and the people will start to taunt you for even 1 year. Oh, you just let vanish our our goat just you cutting the robe, the goat run away. And sometimes if the husband is a very, very type of the people who are strict, he might send you back to your family. So that one, in a Luba culture, you don't go there the time. I don't know, things probably change, but somebody told me that it's not been changed much. Even for the dowry, the way we ask in a Kinshasa and here, they say back home is still much the same. They don't make any fuse and no too much drama about it, or the way they ask it. It's still the same. But sometimes it used to happen that the boy who know you before, they might go, if he's still around, he's not married, they might go to confront him that this is what happened. You need to come and finish this story. So if he's a good person, you may sit, the parents may sit together and agree. They say, okay, I'm the one who knew her, and I'm going to take her to the marriage. So that one, in a Luba culture, things of going there, touching the women, the girl, if he's not married, it was very, very rare to go around with that. Yeah. And if you move there, they start to see hanging or go around with the boy. Either your parents, they will ask you, do you want to get married to her? If you say no, we don't want, no problem. So you don't go to mess up. Yeah. They are very strict. They are very strict.
Okay, we've got a question here from one of our viewers. She's asking, is polygamy permitted in Luba tribe?
Mm-hmm. Yes, polygamy is something which is been, I cannot say just in the Luba tribe, is in all African people, in the entire Africa, because the reason where before the white people come and they told them the Christianity, because they used to have their own way you worship God. But they used to, it was something was allowed in every tribe of Africa, including in mine. Why? Because they want to have many children. You find that the men have example farm, and he wants people to go to do farming with him. Because having many women, it was a representation of also money, wealth. So if you have a many wives, that means you have opportunity to have a big land. And the more you have a big land, you have so many of them, they can go and do the farming. You are able to sell things, you are able to live a good life. And as well, they want, because the people want to have many children. Like I give an example of Ilungambij. Ilungambij did not have one wife. He had two wives. But when you see there is a story, he had so many sons. He had so many boys.
Must have had some concubines on the side. So all those children
we don't, in a Luba tribe, we don't accommodating a concubine.
So all these, yeah. So just to finish, all these women, all these children, where did they come from?
Which one?
Because you say the main king,
yeah, they come to his wife. The wife they don't have a concubine like in a Luba tribe. If you want someone, the woman, it's not you going not to take her as a girlfriend. You should go official and say that I want to get married. They might ask the girl, you know that he's married before. He have a wife. Do you still want to go? If she agree and the parents they find that is okay, they will let her go. But more the time progress, all those things start to shrink now. You understand? But you still find that some people, they're still doing it, which I don't say that is not okay. But you find that certain people are still doing it in a Kasai and the other part as well. But it was not something which was like they say that go ahead, who don't do it. They never put is it depend of the person and it depend of the family. Like my grandfather, it was the time when he understand, he did not allow those type of things. But I know that my auntie, one of my aunties, she was the second wife, officially married. But concubine, it was things which are not being encouraged, because concubine is like you are not the official. They're not going to respect you. You are like just, they will call you are like a prostitute.
Okay, unfortunately, we've come to the end of this show. The time has gone us by. I hope everyone has enjoyed it. I hope we've learned. I hope you've learned as much as I've learned today. Very, very nice about the dowry in the Luba tribe. So thank you so very much, Mama Prudence, for coming over.
Thank you.
And for telling us, for educating us with this. So have a nice evening. Please do like and share our videos. We are both on Facebook. Venix TV is on Facebook and YouTube. So you can like, subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. Good evening. Bye-bye.
I know who God says I am, what he says I am, where he says I'm at. I know who I am.